Article 1 speaks to which branch of government?
Legislative.
And Article 2 speaks to? Executive. And Article 3 speaks to? Judicial. And just for a quick review, we hit on this last week. This is Article 1, Section 1, the very paragraph that our congressmen are failing to read. Right? We saw several videos that really indicate this. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in the Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and the House of Representatives. Does anybody know what we mean when we say that a power is vested? Here what I'm talking about is vesting authority in the legislative branch.
Like you're granting them the ability to speak and act for you.
Very good. That's exactly right.
Well, that's different than these vested rights than you talked about in
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. What we're talking about here is vested authority. And this is so important. I mean, you hear of all these administrative agencies that are put together by our government, which quite frankly are unconstitutional, they're illegitimate, and they're illegal. Because if we believe in this idea of self-governance, it means that all of the authority begins with us, and we give up a little bit of our authority. We literally loan our authority to government to act on our behalf. And when you vest authority in an entity such as the Senate and the House of Representatives, it's something that cannot be bargained away. It's something that cannot be given away. That is, the people dictate how that authority will be used. And how have we dictated that the authority within the legislative branch will be used? Article 1, Section 8. Here's your grant of authority. It does not give them the power to give away their authority to enact laws to some administrative agency. That's the idea of vesting. And that's what these congressmen don't understand, and that's what many Americans don't understand, is the idea of vesting. Do you remember the bond case that came out last year? The bond case from the U.S. Supreme Court. This is an important case. The U.S. Supreme Court...
V-A-U-G-H-N or B-O-N-D?
B-O-N-D. Here's what the U.S. Supreme Court said. An individual is charged with a violation of federal law. She contested the law, saying that the federal government did not have the authority to enact such a law. And it was litigated all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court, and what did the U.S. Supreme Court say?
They did.
No, they said they didn't. An individual can contest a law that is being imposed upon them, claiming that the legislative branch does not have the authority to enact such a law. So what I'm getting at is, this isn't going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. But the U.S. Supreme Court in many ways is opening up those opportunities to start litigating these things.